Are you ready for some smart, plain talk on politics, Israel, and the law? It's the Andrew Parker Show. Let's roll. Welcome to another episode of the Andrew Parker Show. Thank you once again for joining us. As every episode we talk politics, Israel, and the law. And, it's not often over the last, we've been doing this 8-9 years. We're on episode, what is it? We're on episode 437 today. Yes, indeed. And for the vast majority of those episodes, we have talked politics, both international as well as domestic politics, and Israel. And boy, recently there's obviously been a lot to talk about as it relates to the Jewish state of Israel, the fundamental, foundational bastion of Western civilization, and that is the Jewish state of Israel. As goes Israel, goes the United States and the rest of the world, and so a focus on it is not unimportant. But today, we're going to talk about the law. Yes, indeed, day in and day out, I, as you know, spend my time practicing. Sometimes I get assailed and beat up over it, and we fight back. In fact, today we are filing a petition with the U.S. Supreme Court. It'll be filed in the next few days, but we are making certain filings there, and we'll see if the court takes up our case. But we're not talking about the U.S. Supreme Court today. What we are talking about is a case that you all remember, and that is the O.J. Simpson murder trial back in, the mid-'90s. As you remember, on June 12th, into the wee hours of June 13th, 1994, think about what you were doing back then, when the bodies of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman were found at Brown Simpson's home, having left dinner at the Mezzaluna restaurant in Los Angeles, coming back that evening. And remember these various occurrences. Nicole Brown Simpson's sisters called Mezzaluna to say that Nicole's mother had left her glasses at the restaurant, and Ronald Goldman volunteered to return those glasses. How about Cato Kalin, a friend staying in a guest house at O.J. Simpson's home? He and Simpson went to McDonald's for dinner that night. Cato Kalin and Simpson returned home around 9:45, and it was just shortly thereafter that Goldman leaves the restaurant to return the glasses. Fateful evening. How about the neighbor, Pablo Fenves, who, a neighbor of Nicole Brown Simpson, hears the cries and constant barking of a dog. Can't remember the term they used for the barking dog, but that was a big issue in the trial. And the limousine driver, Alan Park, remember his name? He arrives at Simpson's around 10:25. Cato Kalin hears 3 loud thumps. That was mysterious. He testified about it. And the timing goes on and on. Ultimately, Park calls his boss and testifies that Simpson was not home. Right at the particularly important time. So those are just a few of the facts we recall, as well as all the DNA evidence, the glove, it didn't fit, it did fit, it didn't fit. And O.J. Simpson gets acquitted. Well, today on the Andrew Parker show, we have on the show someone who knew O.J. Simpson for many, many years, and for a number of years prior to the fateful evening in 1994. And that is Iroc Avelli. Iroc is here today to talk to us about some of the evidence he has that relates to the O.J. Simpson case. Iroc was a former bodyguard. We use the term a bit colloquially. He was a part of those around in the sphere of O.J. Simpson. He was an important part of O.J. Simpson's, shall we say, protection. And Simpson needed protection at times. And as Simpson's former bodyguard or part of his protection, of course, Iroc had connection to Simpson and had access to information related to Simpson. Iroc has been involved at various times with certain elements of society that allows him to be, shall we say, street smart. He understands the street and what occurs. He's also had run-ins with the law, and he's dealing with fighting back against claims and allegations against him right now. And we're going to talk a little bit with him about that. We are going to talk about the evidence that he has as it relates to the Simpson trial and guilt and innocence. And we're going to see where this might take us as we are joined by Iroc Avelli. Iroc, thank you for joining us on the Andrew Parker Show.
Thank you for having me.
So, as I understand it, the information that you have comes from a time directly relevant to the facts surrounding the murder of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman.
Well, that is true. There's a lot more to it than that. Like I say, during the Rodney King situation, when Rodney King thing happened in L.A.,
yes,
that's when a lot of the Crips and Bloods came together and we stood together.
You were part of the Crips or Bloods? Or
Rolling Sixes Crips. Yeah, I am.
Crips.
Yes.
All right.
And I have a lot of friends from Compton who are Damoos.
Compton, L.A.
Yes. Compton is Compton.
Yeah, it's Compton.
Compton is Compton.
It's its own, yeah.
Yes, it's its own thing. So when the Rodney King situation happened, as everybody should already know, I'm just going to be blunt and be straight. OJ didn't give a damn about black people. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to be telling it like it is.
And you knew OJ pretty well.
I knew OJ too well. You know what I'm saying? I knew OJ too well. I used to sell him his cocaine. He was getting his cocaine from me.
Oh, okay.
So he had a large cocaine debt with me. I never in my life sold cocaine to Nicole. OJ got cocaine from me. And then a lot of his entourage got cocaine from me. So at the same time, not just to that, I mean, all this stuff is public. It's already known.
It's public information.
That's right. Because I got caught trafficking cocaine from Florida.
Okay.
And leaving OJ house in Florida. That was after the case and everything. This was in 2001. And some of the same guys that set me up for trafficking that cocaine was at OJ's house.
Okay.
And those were some of the same guys that testified against OJ at that frivolous robbery trial in Vegas.
Oh, yeah, the Vegas robbery trial that came after the Nicole Brown Simpson trial.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So there was many times that I knew LAPD was watching me. I knew FBI was watching me.
Yep.
And a lot of them so-called legendary guys used to hang out with OJ was pimps.
Uh-huh.
And they were setting up a lot of LA gang members, so-called gang members, up. So most of the gang members, like Crips or Bloods, that got caught charges in Vegas, was primarily was set up by these pimps that used to hang out with OJ.
Okay. And is that how you got set up?
That's how I got set up. The records would show I got caught trafficking cocaine from Florida.
Did you do time for that?
I beat that case on legal search and seizure.
Oh, you did?
Yes,
All right.
Because it was tipped off by the informant.
Yep.
And it came directly from the same guys that testified against OJ at their robbery trial.
All right. So it was thrown out.
It was thrown out. But they used a gun that was allegedly built inside my Lexus. And they used that gun to convict me in a trial in Vegas.
All right. So then there was a separate charge related to gun possession?
Well, they was going around saying I was robbing pimps and I was robbing people in Vegas. And so them saying...
So were you convicted of the robbery charges?
Yes, I was with that gun. Yes, I was.
Okay.
I was convicted of...
And you did time related to that?
I did a total of 9 years.
9 years. All right.
And the whole time I was in prison, LAPD and the FBI would come to prison, offer me deals to get out.
And what years was that?
I went to prison and I got convicted in 2002. I got out in 2009. I was in Max.
When did OJ pass away? I'm trying to remember.
Just in April. OJ just passed away.
Just recently?
Yeah, April.
Yeah.
And the last time me and OJ was together was 2018.
Okay.
And
so after you got out of prison, you continued your relationship with OJ.
Me and CJ Clarence Stewart, the guy that did not testify against OJ.
Yeah.
You know, his name is Clarence Stewart. His name is CJ.
CJ, yeah.
CJ won his case on appeal because he was on the robbery charge with OJ.
Okay.
But he never testified against OJ, and neither did I.
All right.
Neither one of us. I mean, they offered me.
All right, but you continued your relationship with OJ.
OJ was scared of me. OJ was super scared of me because I accused whoever set me up. I told OJ, I'm going to get whoever set me up trafficking.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, only a few people knew I was at his house, leaving his house.
Yeah.
In Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So that was in 2001, 2002. And that case, everybody's public record, I was caught trafficking cocaine from Florida. And but the thing about it, I beat that case on legal search and seizure. But two people called me right before I got pulled over. And those two people, I'm just going to say their name, Michael Spencer. That's one of the guys that testified against OJ. He was always involved in human trafficking. He testified against OJ in the robbery trial. You see the dark-skinned guy. He said OJ told him to bring a gun, which was...
All right, but I just want to focus on, your relationship with OJ. You started working with him in the late 80s.
Right. And
you worked with him through the time when the murder of Nicole Brown Simpson happened.
I stopped working with him and doing the Rodney King because he made a lot of comments.
Oh, during Rodney King, which was around 91.
91, absolutely.
Before the death of Nicole Brown Simpson. And so you were not working with him at the time of the death.
Because of the comments he made towards black people and me being a black man. I'm going to stand on my blackness no matter what. But OJ didn't give a fuck.
But he didn't care about black.
No, OJ didn't give a fuck about black people, man.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep it real, keep it straight, keep it honest.
Yeah.
So he made some comments that I did not like.
Yeah.
So I shut it down. I did not get back with OJ. We hooked up again in 1999.
Oh, in 99. All right. So during these years when the murder occurred, the trial occurred, he was acquitted,
right.
Due to the glove and whatever other mistakes the prosecutors made. But he was acquitted. You were not kind of in his sphere. How is it that you came upon information that relates to OJ's guilt?
Because this picture right here, I took this picture. That's him in the bed.
Yes, I see that.
That was in 2018.
Let me show this picture.
I took that picture with my camera.
Yeah, there is a picture that Iroc Avelli states he took with his camera in what year?
2018.
In 2018. And what is the...
I have the receipt to his... Because we went to the same
All right, but what's
place.
the relevance? So you took a picture of him in 2018. What is that?
He wanted the world to know his role. He wanted to roll. He wanted the people to know what really happened.
What really happened regarding what?
The double murders of Nicole Simpson and Ronald Goldman.
Oh, all right. But what does that picture have to do with those murders?
Because that's when he told me to me. I took the picture and recorded
Oh,
it.
this is at the time that he told you about. What did he do? He admitted to the murders?
He admitted being a part of it.
He admitted to being a part of the murders of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman.
Absolutely.
And he admitted that at the time you took the picture that I just showed in 2018.
And the thing him and I had connected together, he wanted to get off his chest because the same guys that set me up.
Do you have a recording of him admitting to this?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and where is that recording now?
Well, a couple of recordings at Bloomington Police Department. It's in my backpack.
So you had a backpack with these recordings.
Yes.
Were they on a jump drive?
Thumb drive, yes, they are.
Thumb drive. And so these thumb drives that recorded his admission to the murder or being a part of it are in the backpack that is being held by the Bloomington Police Department?
Absolutely.
Okay. And how is it that the Bloomington Police Department got these critical pieces of evidence regarding admitting to these double murders?
First of all, they use a confidential informant. It's in my case. You see his name is Will Lapham. He tested. He was about to go to prison, and he called his friends, who was two detectives for Bloomington Police Department, George.
Well, before we get into the detail of it, what you're saying is you were picked up for a charge that you claim is a false charge, and the real purpose of picking you up was to get your backpack,
Absolutely.
which they now have in their custody
Absolutely.
at Bloomington. And so you're saying that these charges are bogus?
Everything's on video. The whole so-called case, I got one of my civil attorneys here right now. We got everything on video because the house has security cameras. So everything they say I did, I never did.
And what are the charges against you?
Assault with a deadly weapon, possession of a firearm, allegedly beating up people.
Because you were a felon, and felons can't possess firearms.
And so is Will Lapham as a felon. He just got convicted of
No, I get it, but that's why they picked you up, is because they claimed you...
Yes, they claimed, but I never had a gun.
You didn't have a gun?
I never had a gun.
No.
They know that they used that, and they always throw up Iroc as a rolling 60 crib. He got strong ties with Shark Knight. They always bring that up. That's in the police report.
Bring up your history
They bring
and
up my
part of
history,
the cribs.
Yeah. And people don't know, I did the 1993 game summits around the country with Jim Brown.
Yeah.
And I was also a part of American.
You were on the good side then.
Absolutely.
You were out there with Jim Brown.
That's right.
All right.
And my oldest brother is Rockhead Johnson from Compton. Jim Brown put him on me when I was 19. We went around the country telling kids to stay out of gangs.
Right.
We were around the country.
Yeah, they don't tell that part of the story.
They don't tell that part.
They only tell, it was part of the Crips. And all right. So they've got these charges. And I think they brought these charges against you back in 2022.
Yes, they did.
And they're still going on today?
Yes, sir.
What's taking so long?
Well, for one thing, they first admitted that they never took my backpack. So we fought.
They claim that they don't have it?
At first, they kept saying they never had it. They took my phone.
Yeah.
Because I had everything on the phone as well.
Yeah, and they wiped it clean.
They wiped it clean.
All right, so you got your phone back and it had nothing on it.
They made me sign, and my civil attorney signed a paper.
And you're saying that your phone had these admissions on it?
Absolutely.
What else did your phone have on it that related to the O.J. Simpson murder case?
The people that he named that helped him.
That helped him?
Yeah.
So he had help from other people?
Absolutely.
And he named them in his own voice on your phone?
On my phone and on his phone.
And your phone was wiped clean?
By Bloomington Police Department.
And when was that it happened? In 2022 or more recent?
2022. We didn't get the phone back to 2023, right? Anything to show my innocence of the crime was in that phone, on that phone, too. It was hooked up to the surveillance camera.
Innocence of the armed robbery
the crime in Bloomington.
Yeah, the Bloomington crime.
They wiped everything clean.
They wiped it clean. And then in terms of the backpack, they took your backpack.
It was
have you sought to get the property inventory at the Bloomington Police so you can see? They won't give it to you? No. But you've tried to get it.
We've been constantly
legally.
Legally, yeah.
Legally, you've tried to get it, and you can't get it.
I got my civil attorney, Mark Connon, back. He filed a motion in civil court.
Yeah.
and brought up the backpack because I had not just NDA with OJ. I got an NDA, non-disclosure agreement with OJ.
Yeah.
I got an NDA with a lot of people in that backpack, non-disclosure agreements. That backpack has nothing to do with the state of Minnesota. It
Right.
had no contraband in it.
Right.
Only thing was in that backpack was.
Do you know if the thumb drives are still in there?
Well, he claimed there was 6 black thumb drives.
Who claimed?
George Hunt, who essentially retired.
Who? He was a detective?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the detective claimed, yeah, there were 6 of them in there. But didn't they claim, doesn't Bloomington police claim there's nothing of evidentiary value in the
Why they hold
backpack?
it? Play it for the people then.
Yeah, well, no, I hear what you're saying.
Play it
Well,
for the
if you
people.
got nothing to hide, then
Play it
let's
for the people.
let's play it out.
Here go the thing.
Because you claim
go my
that
thumb
it.
drives right there.
Yeah, I see. But
You
but
see
you
that
claim
almost
those
in front.
thumb drives from your backpack are significant evidence of O.J. Simpson's involvement in the double murder.
OJ wanted to clear his chest, and he wanted to clear the air. He wanted to say everything that happened. He trusted me to say it.
If you don't get the thumb drives, in that backpack, and your phone has been wiped clean, what evidence is there that you're telling the truth?
I always got copies.
You got copies of the thumb drives?
You see all these copies, multiple colors?
Well, I see them, but, I don't know what they are.
I know, but like I say, I got copies of everything.
So you're saying you have copies of the thumb drives that were in the backpack.
Every last
Wait,
one.
that O.J. Simpson admitted his involvement in the double murder.
Absolutely. That
So
was his
you
dying
don't
confession.
need what's on the backpack.
Well, the thing about it, I want my property back because of the
Well,
NDA.
of course you do, but in terms of the proof of the admissions by O.J. Simpson when you interviewed him and he wanted to get things off his chest, you've got that on recording.
But this is an active investigation. I don't want to be caught up in no
All
obstruction.
right, I'm not asking you to play them. I'm just asking they
Yes, I do.
exist.
So, I mean, my thing is to you.
So if somebody, gave you a subpoena for that information, you could give it to them.
if I want to.
Yeah. Well, if it's a subpoena, if you don't do it, the court gets
Yeah,
involved.
it's absolutely. But the same thing, I had an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, and I do not violate my NDAs.
All right. So you don't violate the NDA, but a court could order you to
They could,
anyway.
But the thing about it, the court can also order the Bloomington Police Department to turn them over as well.
Yeah. Yeah. They
So-
could. But the point is, you want transparency.
Absolutely.
So you want to be able to play these, but you don't want to violate your NDA.
Absolutely.
All right. So, but you are saying that they exist.
They definitely exist.
Not in the backpack, but your duplicates that you have.
Definitely have them.
You have them. Okay.
And plus the
and
phone,
what
too.
is it? What is it that's on those? We're not going to play them, but because you got an NDA as it relates to that. Can you speak about what is it that's on those recordings?
I can speak to this right here. You can hear OJ's voice.
Okay, and it's OJ.
That's right. You can hear his voice and my voice.
I mean, it's pretty clear it's
clear.
OJ and you.
Absolutely.
All right, and you're asking him questions, or you're giving him a chance to talk,
Yeah.
and he's talking.
He don't have no other choice.
He's talking though.
He's talking.
All right, and you've heard these recordings yourself, You made 'em.
Yeah.
and he's talking, and what he says is very important evidentiary evidence related to the double murder.
Absolutely. And to the exact same guys that set me up trafficking cocaine.
Well, that's a different
I
matter.
know, but I'm gonna bring it up though.
Okay, and
Because the point I'm making, the reason why they DNA, they didn't have these guys DNA because they've been informants for a whole long time.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They been held
Yeah.
under shit as informants.
And basically, you're saying they are not trustworthy.
Fuck no.
Okay.
My part on
All right. So they're not trustworthy. They're saving their own skin, and they don't care about the truth. They're just trying to hang you out to dry.
I mean, they've been trying to keep me in prison for a long time.
Yeah.
They've been trying to keep me. Every time I'm looking around, I'm getting some kind of charges.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
and you have a criminal lawyer on that case?
Yes, I do. I have many criminal lawyers.
What's the status of the case, this 2022 case that they brought against you in Bloomington. What's the status
Well,
now?
the status now, they saying I'm incompetent because I've been shot in the head. They say due to all the PTSD, the playing concussions from playing football, I'm incompetent to go to
Yeah,
trial.
I looked up your case, and I saw a Rule 20.01 incompetency finding, more than one. And I don't know what to make of that. It's a somewhat unusual finding. Courts don't find incompetence all that often. Why are they finding that here?
So they won't go along with the trial, so I don't get my property back. So
So they're just delaying
that's their point.
as long as possible and making you look bad.
You got it. So I was not the one that come forward with this. It was the Bloomington Police Department, did this, not me.
Are you incompetent?
Put it like this here, I don't trust the system.
All right. Well, there are a lot of
trust the
people that don't trust the system, but do you believe you're incompetent, or are you able?
I'm gonna put it like this here. Do I seem like I've never been civilly committed?
Well, I'm sitting here right next to you. You don't seem incompetent to me, but when the court makes that finding, you presume it's got a foundation to it. It doesn't always, but you presume that at least.
Put it like this here. I'll tell a person in a minute. I got PTSD times 3. But
Okay.
I come in peace. I leave in peace.
Yeah.
You don't see me out here committing crime. Do you see me committed another crime since 2022?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay. The so-called witness and alleged victim were caught 10 cases.
Yeah.
10 cases.
Uh-huh.
Will Lapham just got caught trafficking cocaine,
Yeah.
human trafficking.
But there's nothing going on with your case. That's my point.
That's the thing about it. They playing politics with me. They're trying to force me to talk. By Bloomington coming out, police department saying, "Oh, he's talking to himself." How can I be talking to myself when there's a narrator?
Yeah.
All them thumb drives got a narrator.
Yeah.
Just like you narrating this right here. So if you hear my voice and you hear your voice, people already know it's two people talking, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So why Bloomington Police Department, since they say that, OJ bodyguards talking, play it for the people.
Yeah.
Play it for the people.
So they're claiming that what's on the thumb drives that were in the backpack was one person talking to himself.
How can that be? First of all,
And you're saying that is baloney.
that is bullshit.
Okay.
I'm sorry again.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
it
I
can be
talk-
baloney. It can be BS.
Yeah,
but
yeah, BS.
Yeah.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
Ask them where's the warrant for the backpack.
Yeah.
And plus the lock
Yeah.
for the backpack. Because the backpack was locked.
What about that? The warrant issue.
We can't
How is
find
it that do they have your backpack and that
Without
they
a
have a
warrant.
right to it?
And tell them how they got in the backpack.
Who?
How the Bloomington police department.
Oh,
get
the
in.
detective.
Yeah, because he got a key.
Yeah.
There's a key. Show the people. That's
Yeah.
the key to the lock on the backpack.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, here you can see kind of, that there's a key that is taped to the back of this card.
That's the key to the lock on the backpack. How did they get
Yeah.
in it? And how they know it was my backpack?
Yeah. Well, they could have torn it open. Who knows?
For
but
what? You got to have a warrant for a locked backpack.
well, that's right. That's right. But that's what I was going to ask you. How do they even have the backpack? What's the basis for them taking your backpack?
Because Will Lapham told me I had an NDA with O.J. Simpson.
Oh, okay.
The confidential
So he
informant.
provided
Yes,
evidence
there you go.
to allow for them to take the
So
backpack.
he wouldn't go to prison. He
Yeah.
said, "Hey, Iroc got an NDA with thumb drive with O.J. Simpson."
Is there stuff on that thumb drive that would have implicated Lapham?
No, not at all.
Oh.
He was trying to sell a story.
Okay.
He used that to get out of going to prison. He's on 5 years probation,
Yeah.
and he was working as a confidential informant, a paid confidential informant. I don't think taxpayers like people, using their taxpayers' dollars to use a confidential informant.
We are talking to Iroc Avelli, one-time bodyguard and in the sphere of O.J. Simpson, who speaks of him interviewing O.J. Simpson in 2018 at a time when Simpson wanted to get things off his chest and is heard on thumb drives, as Avelli states it, in which O.J. Simpson admits his involvement in the double murder of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman back in 1994, June of 1994. Iroc, again, thank you for being with us. We'll be right back. And now, a word from our sponsors. A record of success second to none. Parker Daniels Keyboard Law Firm, the numbers tell the story. The last 5 cases our lawyers have brought to trial have resulted in million and multi-million-dollar verdicts for our plaintiff clients and 0 defense verdicts for our defense clients. Put simply, we try cases and we win cases. Hi, I'm Andrew Parker. At Parker Daniels Keyboard, we take our work personally and we go the extra mile. That is why some of the biggest law firms, locally and nationally, send cases to us to handle when they can't. If you have a challenging and critically important business or personal legal dispute that must be favorably resolved, whether regarding a contract matter, a business divorce, a real estate dispute, an employment dispute, a civil rights or defamation matter, plain talk, if it's a big deal, contact us at Parker Daniels Keyboard. Wise counsel, winning results. Go to parkerdk.com. Looking to reduce your tax liability and grow your portfolio? Consider Texas-based Texacoma Resources. They have been delivering results for over 40 years in energy investments. Investors may benefit with strategic advantages like depreciation, depletion, and drilling, but should consult their tax advisors for their specific situation. Call True North Investment at 612-968-3442 to learn more. That's True North Investment, 612-968-3442. Texacoma Energy that works for you. As we return with Iroc Avelli to talk of O.J. Simpson and the double murder and some of the, well, ups and downs since that time as it relates to the evidence as to who killed Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman, if it wasn't, as occurred in the courtroom in 1995, if it wasn't O.J. Simpson. He was, as we know, acquitted of that crime. Iroc Avelli saying that he has evidence that runs counter to that acquittal. Iroc, how do you think you might go about getting your backpack back in your possession?
Well, I'm going to say this here. I'm not going to say the jury got that case wrong in L.A. in 1984.
Okay.
Because he was charged with murder.
Yes.
And then he was charged with conspiracy to commit murder, but something totally different.
So you think someone else may have done the murder, but he was involved?
Because the medical examiner already told him it was more than one person there, it was more than one knife was used. O.J. admitted to it on my thumb drive.
So he may not have even killed them, but he had it done.
He was a part. He admitted. I'm just saying what he admitted to me.
Because he's talking to you, you're recording it, he's admitting it, you're hearing it.
I'm hearing it.
And what you're hearing is he admitted his involvement.
He wanted his story to get out correctly.
Yes.
He wanted his story to get out correctly. He said,
yeah, whether it's true or not, because it's years later.
Absolutely.
It's O.J. Simpson saying what he's saying, but it's important evidence.
Very.
And that is still an open case, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we got an interview right here. LAPD constantly interviewing me. And here go a thumb drive right here for one of the interviews. You can pay that for
Are you saying that the LAPD and the FBI are still involved actively in this case?
Absolutely.
So they are still looking at who did this murder.
Mark, you want to?
Is that right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
But they know I don't talk. I mean, the thing about it, these guys, they sent me to prison. I did my time.
But here seems to be the rub. You talk about this backpack, the backpack right. Bloomington police have. You talk about the wrongful charges that are being levied against you by the Bloomington police as kind of a subterfuge to avoid the evidence that, in fact, is in that backpack. But the fact is you have copies of what's in that backpack.
The fact is I held this since 2018. I never went public with nothing.
You held the copies and all of it.
I never went public.
I understood.
I never went public.
Now you're going public.
Because Bloomington Police Department legally took my backpack and said I was talking to myself.
Yeah. And
They opened up Pandora's box themselves.
Okay, so now you want to go public, but you don't want to because of the NDAs.
That's right. But I never went public. Not once.
So if a court ordered you to, even in light of the NDAs, you would do it. You'd go public with everything.
Under the advice of my attorneys.
Yeah, if the attorneys advised you it was okay.
But I'm going to say this, make this very clearly. Let me be perfectly clear. I had those NDAs ever since 2018. Me and OJ did an NDA in 2018.
And you haven't breached them or violated them once?
I never went public. Never. Because I know a lot of his shit was, a lot of stuff he told me was watered down. Okay, I know a lot of stuff was watered down. I've been in prison before.
Where he didn't fully come out
Absolutely.
with everything.
Right.
But he came out with enough.
He came up with enough. He came out with enough that infiltrated more than one.
Did he name other people then?
Yes, he did.
Can you name those names or you can't?
I can't.
You can't?
No, I can't.
All right.
I can say they're confidential informants.
They're confidential informants.
Absolutely. Yeah, they are.
And are these people that the public would know their names?
Absolutely, because you look at one of them, matter of fact, one of the guy they gave immunity to when he testified against OJ in the robbery trial, it was his cousin. Yeah. They've been confidential informants in the city of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They sent a lot of people to prison in Las Vegas. And they was always involved with beating up women.
Wow. Not good. Well, I'll tell you, Iroc, it's fascinating. It's a very interesting story. I'd like when things transpire down the trail here, both in your case as well as it relates to this evidentiary information that you have. You come back on the Andrew Parker Show and
Absolutely.
and we can talk. Yeah, we can talk more about it. Absolutely important. People are going to have their differences of opinion as to what's fact, what's fiction, what's real, what isn't, what's going on with the Bloomington Police, what's going on with the court and the findings of competence, incompetence, all those sorts of things. Where, what state of mind O.J. Simpson was in. Is that O.J. Simpson once they hear the person on the audio? I think his voice is fairly distinct.
So is mine.
And yours is as well. So, we'd like to have you back on as this transpires. And thank you very much for coming on today. You are listening to the Andrew Parker Show. Politics, Israel, and the law. Each and every episode, go to theandrewparkershow.com. That is theandrewparkershow.com. Go to resources if you're looking for the documentary Precarious State, which talks about Democratic Socialists of America and what they are doing to the city of Minneapolis and the state of Minnesota. But go to theandrewparkershow.com and subscribe, follow us. Click that little like button. That's a good one to click, no question about it. Go to YouTube. Subscribe there. You'll get the episodes as soon as they drop. Put in your email address. Add your name to the throngs that are joining the world of the Andrew Parker Show, and you will get each episode, as I say, as soon as they drop. Listen, until next time, I ask you all, be kind to your neighbor. For more Smart Plain Talk, go to theandrewparkershow.com. Learn about all of your listening and viewing options. And remember, all the great things are simple, and many can be expressed in a single word: freedom, justice, honor, duty, mercy, hope. This episode of The Andrew Parker Show is sponsored by Parker Daniels Keyboard and True North Private Investments.
Did your employer make you sign a promissory note when joining the company, and now you want to leave, but you're afraid your firm will pursue you personally for that debt? This is Jesse Keyboard from the law firm Parker Daniels Keyboard. I recently represented a client who had signed such a note, and I was able to get them out of their $500,000 debt to their company, which allowed them the freedom to exit a bad employment situation and enter a much better one. Meeting our clients' objectives is our focus at Parker Daniels Keyboard, and in this regard, we win. Our experienced trial team of lawyers at Parker Daniels Keyboard have secured major victories in state and federal courts across the country and through arbitration. We have the legal expertise in all types of business disputes, labor and employment matters, real estate matters, shareholder disputes, financial transactions, security issues, and appeals. For wise counsel, winning results, contact us at Parker Daniels Keyboard, a premier litigation law firm that provides efficient, aggressive, and innovative solutions to complex legal problems. Wise counsel, winning results. Go to parkerdk.com.
Looking to reduce your tax liability and grow your portfolio? Consider Texas-based Texacoma Resources. They have been delivering results for over 40 years in energy investments. Investors may benefit with strategic advantages like depreciation, depletion, and drilling, but should consult their tax advisors for their specific situation. Call True North Investment at 612-968-3442 to learn more. That's True North Investment, 612-968-3442. Texacoma Energy that works for you.